Hi, welcome. This is my first live, so we'll see how this goes. Hi! Hi! Oh, this is really cool. I can say hi to you and you'll say hi back. I'm such an old lady. I'm like, technology. Y'all are gonna see why I edit my videos and why they're so damn long, because I just talk and talk and talk and talk. So, wow, there's a lot of you. This is crazy. It's so, hi. Hello. I know. Oh, I am not late. It is 5:30. Oh man, that is so cool. Hi guys. Hi. Oh my gosh. I'm like overwhelmed. It's amazing. Like my heart is beating so fast. Wow. Okay. So I thought that it would be kind of cool to do kind of like a live over tea video. So if you want, grab your tea. Today I'm drinking this the chai that I got from the Sips by. It's the not caffeinated one because it's 5:30 and I'm already I've had 3 cups of coffee, so yeah, really feeling it today. Oh, I'm glad I've helped you. Hi. Oh, wow. Hi. What, you have a question, Flawless Star. What can I answer for you? I can do my best. Yes, chai is the best. Ooh, thoughts, vanilla chai, absolutely. Oh, you got Sips by. Ugh, I have not been disappointed. I am not going to tell you guys to get something or, oops, I'm not going to promote anything that I don't stand behind. And Sips by, I will pay for 2 boxes. I don't care. I will do 2 separate test thingies so that I can get 2 separate teas. Or like, because I'm like that, but hey, coffee's fine. So you're able to see me, right? You're able to hear me fine. Everything's fine. Because still trying to figure this whole thing out. I am in LA. Yes, I am. Okay, perfect. Awesome. Good to know. Good. So I thought I would stop by, do like a yes, get some wine. That works perfectly fine too. Do like an over tea video. The new moon is coming up, so I hope you guys have a really good new moon. I am preparing for a new moon spell right now. Actually, I'm not going to be doing it on camera because I want to do it on the new moon, but I'm prepping. So I will walk you through that. Thank you about my hair. What's your question? I will do my best to answer. They're going really fast for me, so if I don't get to yours, I'm sorry. But yeah, so right now, LED lamps. What? I'm sorry, I don't know. So, yes, so the new moon spell that I'm working on right now, it's like a little charm bag thingy, and I have just a scrap of black fabric, and then I will be putting little things and items in there and sewing it up and then burning it, because the new moon is all about, releasing things, letting go of things, banishing things. And if you do it on the night of the new moon, I find that you get really powerful manifestations, or what's the word, So, oh, I can put it on slow mode. Can I really? Let me see. How can I do that? Tell me how to do that. Marie, I'm sorry, it's going so fast. A fan base. I would say a community. I don't like the word fan. It makes me uncomfortable. So because I like to interact with y'all, but LED lamps for spells. I don't know. I've never heard of that. I don't see why you can't, but yeah. I actually don't use any magic wands. I personally don't use any of those. I just kind of like wave my hands over things. I'm like, nah, that works. Yeah, so yes, I think it's fast. I'm dyslexic. It's hard to read things. So yes, it will be re-uploaded. So if you have to leave or you aren't able to watch it right now, it's going to be uploaded on my channel. It's just going to be unedited and raw and really chatty, so prepare. So this new moon thing, I'm gonna stop looking at this because it's overwhelming me for a second. But this new moon thing, my plan for my personal thing, I'm trying to get rid of things right now. I'm trying to banish something, and I'm probably going to do a petition paper. So I'm just going to write the things that I want to get rid of and then turn it to my left, because if you turn it counterclockwise, so probably you're right, but when you're doing this, turn it to your left, and you don't have to, but that's just kind of like a way to banish things. And then you write the things down that you want to get rid of, you turn it to your left, and then you can either write banish over it or leave or whatever you want to do. And then you turn it to your left again, and then you sign it like a check 3 times. So it's kind of like you are making it so. And after that, you're going to fold it away from you, turn it to your left, fold it away from you, because you're trying to get things away from you. And then so that would be your petition. I am probably going to put some salt in there for absorbing any negative energy. And then I'm probably going to do, these are eggshells, crushed up eggshells. So that's protection. And that's really it. I'm probably not going to go crazy with this because I don't like really, really elaborate spell work. I feel like it's really difficult to do that. So yeah. But I'm just going to be sewing this, and then I'm just going to put everything in a little package and then tie it up. And whenever the when the new moon comes, I'm going to just burn it up. But that is my preparation for today. Let's see. Oh, thank you. I would love to answer all of these questions. I will do a video on making poppets. I love doing spell dolls. I love using sympathetic magic. So that's definitely coming up within the next few videos. And under the 3 dots, okay. I don't see it, but that's okay. That's okay. How did I get the courage to cut my hair so short? It was an impulse. I've always wanted to cut my hair short, and it was really, really hot out that day, and Alex and I just went hiking, and then all of a sudden I had made the comment. I said, "Oh, it's just so hot. I just want to buzz all my hair off." And he looks at me and he goes, "Oh, you want to do that right now?" And I was like, "What? Right now?" And he goes, "Yeah." And so I was like, "Okay." So then we drove to the barber shop and buzzed it all off. So yeah. But oh, thank you. So I also thought that because the new moon is coming up, I thought that I would talk kind of about like getting rid of obstacles and things like that for a little bit. So again, I already shared that spell. I'll put the little things, the whatever I use in this spell in the description. So when you want to come back and see this video, you can always reference back. Oh, I just looked at the number of people and I'm freaking out right now. Okay, deep breaths. And Hyper Foxy, how do you convince your mom that witchcraft is not satanic? I think it really, hey, for me, that's a lot of people. I'm like super introverted. Hyper Foxy, I think just talking to your mother about kind of trying to find the parallels of the things that she believes and the things that you believe, and showing her that what she's doing is kind of the same lines of what you're doing. It's just you believe in kind of different things, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? So, like if you're saying, "Oh, I want this thing to happen," you're casting a spell. She is essentially doing the same thing when she's praying or when she's blessing food. I'm assuming she's Christian, just because most of the time, if people are saying it's satanic, they believe in Satan, which is a Christian deity. But yeah, so when you bless your food, that's kind of like when I bless my crystals. It's kind of the same thing, and most of the time that'll do it. If people refuse to see it, then that's just kind of how that goes, unfortunately. But mythical mood. Should you tell people that you're a witch, a Christian? That's up to you. I feel like most people, it's not really anybody's business that they know, you know, like people don't go around and being like, just so you know, I'm a Christian, you know, people don't say that. But it's also no, it's nobody else's business what you believe in spiritually. Like if that's something you want to share, then you should. And then if it's not, then don't. I think it's silly that you should be happy. You should feel the need of like, oh, should I tell them? Should I not? And it's a personal belief. You use moon water as a booster. Yes, me too. I make my tea with moon water and I'm just like, witchcraft, that's what it is. Let's see. Exactly. Yeah. Fairy wing, it's totally not anybody else's business what you believe, whether you're Christian or you're pagan or you're agnostic or atheist or whatever. Thank you. It's the biggest. I was going to say it's the biggest crystal I own. That's not true, but it's the biggest one that I wear on my neck. But for the new moon, getting back on track, very chatty, which is why all my videos are like 30 minutes long, 20 minutes long. So yes, so this is is it backwards for you? I hope not. It's a blockbuster candle. So essentially what it does is it kind of blockbusts all of those the obstacles that are in your way. So the thought of it is to kind of just like look at the photo. It's these are your obstacles. It's trying to get those things out of the way and burst through them. Of course, lighting this candle and then hoping, that's not going to do everything. You're going to have to actively work with it and actively think about the obstacles that are in your way and how to solve those. This is just going to be a really helpful tool in order to get through that line. This is not a solve all, just like how witchcraft is not a solve all, but yeah. So will I do a video on enchanting objects? Maybe. I feel like for enchanting objects, most of the time it's literally just, so if I was to enchant this tea, because there's cinnamon in it, I would say, I bless and enchant this cinnamon tea or the cinnamon in this tea to bring me quick results and prosperity. So I would tell it what I want it to do. That's essentially all it is. So I mean, I could make a whole video of it, but essentially it would just be you putting that intention into that specific ingredient. So that's kind of what enchanting is. And you can enchant certain items. So this, for instance, I can enchant this certain item to put up wards for negativity or something like that. Shrek Gang. It's a great username. I love that. You've had a block in a practice and don't know where to go from where you are. I think you should try new things. Things in your comfort realm. I feel like if you're not comfortable with something, obviously don't jump and do it, but maybe learn different aspects, different things to expand your knowledge of what you do and don't know already. And like, if you have never read tarot, try that. If you want to read tea leaves, try that. So any animal protection spells, charm their collar. So you could take their collar and charm it and maybe, like do some kind of protection spell that you would do for yourself over the collar and create an amulet for your pet. I think that would probably be the best. How often do I cast my spells, Caitlin? It depends. I use it as I need. There's not really like, I don't think like, okay, Tuesdays are my protection spell days. Thoughts on law of attraction. I think it's true, because whether it be placebo or not, it works. And if that is something that we are tricking ourselves into creating, then I don't see how that's less amazing than actual magic. Because I think so I'm gonna go on a rant really quick, just so you know. I'm gonna try to calm down here, but the law of attraction, it's essentially what this is my perspective on it, is so when you're thinking of something negative, your brain is really, really strong. Your brain is going to make you think negatively easier. Like, it's going to make shortcuts for that to be easier for you to think negative thoughts. So if you start thinking positive thoughts, if you start thinking, I'm seeing opportunity everywhere, things like that, which is why a lot of people like affirmations, it's making that pathway in your brain easier. So it's making your brain create shortcuts to think positively instead of negatively. So then, if you have just gotten out of a really bad breakup, then you're probably thinking really negatively, you're really sad. So it's easy to make those sad connections or things like that. Whereas if you are constantly positive, you almost find it like uncomfortable to think really negatively, just because your brain is really used to going from point A to point B to get to a positive thought instead of a negative thought. And that's kind of my thought on the law of attraction, is it low-key is placebo effect, but also it works. So if it is just placebo effect, it's still attracting good things into your life. So I feel like those are my thoughts. A little complicated, but whatever. Oh, Snoopy account. I do remember you. I do. Do I believe in the Fae? Absolutely. Absolutely. I'll make a video with that later, I promise. How do I connect with my element more? My element is earth. So I like to walk around barefoot. Not even like on purpose, just I do. I love to garden. I have house plants. I interact with that a lot. I think people who interact with their elements are like empowered by it or grounded by it. So I think it's important to do that. Make a glamour video. I'm working on it. I promise. I'm working on it. I promise. I'm actually thinking about doing a glamour series. So if that sounds fun, maybe like 2 or 3 different videos through 2 or 3 different weeks, if that sounds interesting to you guys. What is my astrological sign? I am a Virgo. Yes. So, oh my gosh. Oh, Alicia, I am doing a video on familiars. I'm actually going to do that with Dylan. So you guys will be seeing Dylan soon, as much as everybody loves Dylan. I love him so much. Oh, I'm so ready. How does one find their element? I think it's just the element that you are most comfortable in. I'm talking about like the 4 elements: water, earth, fire, air. But I mean, do you like birds come and visit you? That's a blessing. Birds do not. I mean, I have 2 crows that live right outside of this house, and they come by and they hang out sometimes, just like outside when my doors are open and when I'm sitting on the bench, my new bench. they'll come by. Yes, Virgos, hey. Do I have any spells that work instantly? No. I would love to say yes, but spells are so, like, they work on their own time because they're not, there's no, like, right now. The fastest spell I've ever had worked within 9 minutes. And I was like, oh, wow. What are favorite things that, I'm sorry, it's just so dyslexic. Body worship. Ooh, that's good. That's a lot of it's self-care. I mean, I know that sounds like so cheesy and millennial. Oh, wow, that was bad. What spell was that? I'll tell you in a second. Yeah, it's self-care. I mean, just taking care of yourself, taking ritual baths, be it cleaning or protection or warding or empowerment or whatever, or just doing one of those bath bombs that make you seem really witchy. Ooh, one of my favorite things that I have only tried once, but I had a really good experience with, was I used a black bath bomb, and I mean, obviously turns your water black. Then you only have candlelight and you scry in the bath water. It was pretty crazy. It was really cool, though. Do I have a grimoire and would I like to share it? I will. Ooh, that's one of my favorite things about witchiness is grimoires. So the spell that worked in 9 minutes, y'all are going to judge me so much. Alex was working a lot because he works like through, depending, 3-4 jobs on and off. And I was being needy. And I didn't get to see him for like 3 days. And I did a sugar doll spell that I will make. I found it's not my personal spell, but I did a sugar doll spell to make him think of me and think sweet thoughts of me. And then in 9 minutes, me the picture of both of us. And he was like, do you remember this is the night that you fell in love with me? And I was like, witchcraft. But it worked in 9 minutes. And yeah. And then I was like, well, that was quick. What are your thoughts on vampires? I believe in energetic vampires, if that's what you're talking about. I don't believe in, like, I mean, people drink. I know that there are people that drink blood and that believe in the like blood drinking vampires, but I don't know. I guess I didn't think about too much about blood drinking vampires, but energetic vampires are very, very real. What is a fae? So I'm gonna make a video on this. I don't want to go on to this whole rant, but essentially they are nature spirits. They're